Hello guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Tensura x Kuma Kuma Bear, Tensura by NullAzatoth Chapter 14. Yuna. Yosh. Let's start with cleaning the insides and taking out the things that aren't necessary. Rimuru. Alright, I'll handle making the interiors. The kids from the orphanage helped clean the mansion while taking away the unnecessary things. Meanwhile, Yuna is dealing with the ovens and shelves using earth magic. Rimuru also handled the windows and broken doors and cracks. After that, Rimuru used wind magic to cut the grass. Then cleaned the whole mansion by manipulating water magic. Yuna. Let's take care of the outside. Yuna then manipulates earth magic to strengthen the structure, then proceeds to grow plants and trees. Rimuru. Well then, let's make something that will make it known that Yuna is the owner. Yuna. Like what? Rimuru. Rimuru walked to the front of the door, then used earth magic to make a statue. The statue was a bear statue. It was a humanoid with a bear head holding a flower and sword. Kids. Wow, it's a bear, Oni-san. Yuna, seeing this, blushed in utter embarrassment. Rimuru smirks seeing this. Karen. It's cute? Karen mumbled, but Rimuru and Yuna heard this. Yuna became redder heard this. Rimuru. People would have Yuna in mind when looking at these statues. Yuna. Idiot. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yuna hit at Rimuru while blushing in embarrassment. Everyone. Cute? Rimuru. He. Rimuru patted her head. Rimuru made both interior and exterior bear themed. The bears used were that of normal bear furniture and had the cabin vibe. It had a second floor since Rimuru changed the inside using earth magic, then used wood as material. There is also a section with a bar to serve alcohol. This was of course restricted area mainly for those above the age of 18. It will be managed by none other than Gents. That's right, he decided to leave the guild and work with Yuna. He was talented when it came to bartending. It turned out he worked at a bar before he became an adventurer. As such, he decided to become the bartender. That's not all there is to it. He also manages the barbecue whenever he has nothing to do. The originally planned to be a bakery and dining became a fast food / barbecue house / bread and cake pastry / bar / family dining. Like what, the actual FCK? Well, the kids are underage, aren't allowed to go to the bar, and the bar only opens at night, but they do serve alcohol as beverage on occasions. Besides that, the whole damn thing looked like a luxurious tavern. There were 2 uniforms worn. These uniforms fitted the kids, since Yuna is against any short and revealing clothes. The kids were gonna serve, so it made sense. Things were going smoothly. The only problem left is the security. They didn't have security. The possibility of having fights was there, so Yuna wanted to have some security. Rimuru. How about we go and put up a request in the Adventurers Guild? Yuna. Well, why not? So they decided to go there, but they met up with some people Yuna didn't think she would meet. Rimuru didn't know who they were. Yuna. Arena, Gil, Idiot 1 and Goblin King. Lands. WHO, are you calling an idiot, Gil? Sigh. Stop it screaming. Lands. GR, Lorena. Yuna-san are looking for a mission? Yuna. Etta, no, me and Rimuru want to put up a request. Lorena. You're gonna put up a request? What is it? Yuna. Well, she explained the request to them. Lorena. I see, then how about having us, lands? Yuna. I don't mind. Deborah. Wait, I'm against this, and things happened like the canon. And so Lorena and Gil separated from the other and accepted the request. Yuna was happy with this, of course. Rimuru. Hey, you two, let's have a talk. They looked at Rimuru. Yuna was curious what talk it would be. Rimuru then used teleportation, then teleported outside their mansion. Lorena. What was that? Rimuru. Just simple teleportation, come in. Rimuru walked to the mansion. Lorena. Wait. Yuna-san, what the hell was that? Yuna. Calm down, well, explain inside. Lorena. Why, Yuna-chan? Gil. Calm down, We're here meaning this is an important talk, so let's go follow them first. Lorena. Sigh. Fine, Lorena and Gil followed them. They were surprised by the mansion. Gil noticed 3 girls who seemed to be training, he had seen them before. It was Fina and Nore, the one training them is Grace. He felt the terrifying power of Grace slightly. He then looked towards his hands, he wished to get stronger but his old held party him back. He also noticed the strong presence of the maids and butlers, he immediately knew that this talk is truly important. They arrived at a room. Inside were Velzard, Shuna Shizu. Velzard. Welcome home dear. Shuns. I'll prepare some tea and snacks. Rimuru. Thanks, you two take a seat, they did that. Rimuru. Now then, Gil and Lorena was it. I want you two to work for me. This shocked the two including Yuna, Lorena, Rimuru. I know you're shocked, but I'm asking you to quit being an adventurer and work under me, to give me your loyalty. I am not just taking you as workers, I am taking you as my subordinates and retainers. Hearing this shocked them further. The girls already knew of his personality to take in those with talent. Lorena. Wait, this is all a bit too sudden, but why us? There are more talented adventurers out there. Rimuru looked at her seriously. Rimuru. Do you really believe I'll just take some average adventurers? It's as you said, why you and not those who are stronger simply because you two have bigger and hidden potentials. Hearing this surprised Lorena, but Gil knew. He knew that he had potential to get stronger including Lorena. Lorena. Still to suddenly ask like this, not to mention to become a subordinate and retainer of a noble, not just a contract. Yuna. Lorena, you're wrong, Rimuru is not a noble, he is a king. Lorena. Lorena was in utter shock. Yes, maybe a noble she could face, but a king? Velzard. An emperor, to be the exact, someone above the kings. Lorena was even more shocked. Gil on his part was a bit surprised, but he knew from Rimuru's demeanor he wasn't like those nobles. He was different. Gil decided to ask. Gil. Then Rimuru-sama, do I expect to be trained as well? Gil wanted to get stronger. If accepting such an offer will help him, then he has no reason to decline such a favorable offer. Rimuru. Yes, Lorena will be trained by my wife Shuna, and you Gil will be trained by me personally, and someone else will train under me. Hearing this made Gil tremble. He has seen him fight, and the same man with godly power will train him. Just how strong will he get and reach? Gil. I see, then I accept, Lord Rimuru. I offer you my absolute loyalty. Gil kneeled. Lorena. Gil. She was surprised that he agreed. Gil. Lorena. I need to be honest with you, the reason why I became an adventurer was to become stronger, but those two had always held back. This surprised her, he had never seen Gil like this before. Gil. Lorena, you may choose and decide for yourself, you don't need to follow me, choose your path. Lorena hears this, readied herself. Lorena. Then Rimuru-sama, I also accept to be your subordinate. She also kneeled. Rimuru. Good answer, you may raise yourselves and take your seats. They did as they were told. Rimuru. First and foremost, I'll explain everything about me and what happened to Yuna, but Rimuru's face was dead serious. Rimuru. Vow that you will not tell this to anyone, and your soul shall immediately be destroyed the moment you go against this vow. And I'm not joking, your souls will really be destroyed. Hearing this shocked Lorena, but Gil just nodded. Lorena also nodded. We vow that everything we hear, see and feel shall follow us to our graves. Rimuru. Good, now listen. Rimuru explained everything from Yuna's death to her being engaged to him, then going back here until this very moment. Lorena and Gil couldn't hide their shock, the images they saw were out of their understanding. And a god is in front of them, but oddly enough they weren't afraid of them. Lorena. That's a bit too much to take in, Gil. Indeed, I couldn't have thought of such possibilities. Rimuru. Hey, Cliff and the rest were the same, Lorena. So Cliff-sama, the king, and a few others know this? My lord? Rimuru. That's right, and just call me Rimuru when we are in public, only use honorifics if necessary. Lorena. Understood, Rimuru-sama. Gil. So we are now serving God. Lorena. And Yuna will also become one. Yuna. Sorry for not telling you. Lorena. It's understanding, Rimuru. Now then let's talk about your salary job and training. Gil. My lord, we don't need any salary. To serve a god is unheard of, that alone is sufficient. Lorena. Indeed, had you been a normal being then we wouldn't mind, but master is a god, so. Rimuru cut her off. Rimuru. First off, you wouldn't have anywhere to get money since you're quitting as an adventurer. Second, all my subordinates are well taken care of and given a proper salary. Do I make myself clear? Lorena. Gil. Understood, Rimuru-sama. Rimuru. Good. For now your salary will be 10 gold coins per day. It's not big nor is it close to that my subordinates normally get, since they get a monthly of stellar gold coins, but you have different jobs and your salary will grow steady. They were shocked. 10 gold coins was big, but hearing his subordinates' normal salary was shocking. They have been given the information about their currency in the cardinal world. Rimuru. Your jobs aren't hard. 1. You will serve as guards and security for the newly made eatery that my cute wife now owns. 2. I want you two to train some kids for me. Not those two outside, but orphan kids. They asked me that they want to get strong after all. Lorena. So my lord, we will be security and instructors? Rimuru. Yes, that's right. Gil. I've thought of some kids before, so I'm not new to this. Rimuru. All right then. 3. You will be escorts if necessary. 4. You will help in service or even the kitchen and bar if you desire. Gil. May I ask, Rimuru-sama? Rimuru. Go ahead. Gil. Can I work in the bar? I actually have experience with bars, not to mention this bar isn't like those in taverns, right? Rimuru. Yes, they hold cocktails and other beverages. Gil. I see, I want to learn that if possible. Rimuru. All right then. I'll be calling one of my subordinates and train you and gents. He is actually the one who will manage that, so you two will work together. Gil. Understood, Lorena. See, can I also help in the kitchen? Rimuru. Sure, just manage your time and schedule, all right? Lorena. Yes. Rimuru. Now for your last job is reporting any anomaly you hear from the people, gossips or your adventurer acquaintances. Is that clear? Lorena. Gil. Hi, Rimuru. Now then you will be paid separately, meaning 10 gold coins each. Smirk, Lorena. Gil. I see, both were surprised, although Gil had a hunch. Rimuru. I knew you still thinked as a party, but from now on you two will have separate salaries, so each of your work is extra money, all right? Your main job is teaching and security together with information gathering, the escort and helping as a bonus work. Rimuru gave them a piece of paper. Security, guard. Current. 10 gold coins daily. Official. 3 platinum coins monthly. Instructor. Current. 10 gold coins per day. Official. 5 platinum coins monthly. Escort. Current. 5 gold coins per escort. Official. 1 platinum coin per escort. Service, food and beverage. Current. 5 gold coins. Official. 100 gold coins. Information. Current. 7 gold coins per info. Official. 1 platinum coin per info. Both were shocked. Rimuru. Is there something wrong with you two? If you want I can give you a raise? He was cut off. Lorena. Chootoo, isn't this a bit too high? My lord? I understand our current, but that monthly salary is too big. Rimuru. Don't worry about it, you can store money, we have a bank system, and you can just tell my butler here. Diablo. Please tell me the amount you need and I will put the rest in your banks. Lorena. That's not the point, Gil. Sigh, calm down, Lorena. Lorena. But Gil. Look, it's not like we will be carrying this much every day since we have a bank, as Lord Rimuru stated, plus this may serve helpful in the future. Lorena. I see, I guess that's fine. Rimuru. That's good then. Here's another thing, you both are free to eat at the eatery and I will also be providing you with a roof to live under, and you also have uniforms, it's all free. This surprised the two, like their salary is promised and all heck, it was too much, they will be living the life of luxury, besides that they have free food, shelter and clothing, add the free training they will get from a god himself. It was overkill. Lorena. My lord, is this really fine? We haven't done anything yet and we are receiving so much. Rimuru. Hey, hear me you two, those who give their utmost loyalty to me receive what I see as necessary. Velzard. Just as he says those who are loyal to him have nothing but the life of utopia. You've seen his memories, right? Tempest is a country where there is no hardships and poor, no one is hungry as long as they work, there are no corruption because of their loyalty to Rikun. They feel that they don't deserve this much, that's why they will work equivalent to their payment, and swear absolute loyalty. They felt happy to serve such a kind and loving master. A powerful yet benevolent being. Lorena, Gil. We offer you our utmost and undying loyalty, Rimuru-sama, once again please accept our loyalty. Rimuru. Raise yourselves. They looked at Rimuru and saw his soft smile. They immediately knew they would live the rest of their life with no regrets. Rimuru. I see, then please continue to be a good friend of my wife. Hearing this they understood. Rimuru is also thanking them for being a good friend to Yuna. Those who give him something good receive the same. And they have given his wife a good memory to remember. He has heard about Lorena from her, and Gil was also a good person, so he knew he could take them in. Rimuru. Your house will be made so you both will live in that eatery for now. It has many rooms since it was formerly a mansion, and your uniforms will be sent to you by tomorrow. Both nods. Rimuru. That place will open the next day, so be ready. Here's another thing. Rimuru snaps his finger and an object that was unfamiliar to the two. Rimuru. This will make you two officially a citizen of my country. Now then, this here lets one see your aptitude, then this here is for you to drop a blood. The two were interested in this. Rimuru. So before that let me connect you to the voice of the world, that I explained earlier. The two nods. Rimuru placed his hand on their chest. Suddenly his hand glowed. VOTW. Individuals Lorena and Gil are now connected to the central world. Lorena. THST voice. Rimuru. That's the voice of the world. Now you will be able to receive skills there, but I've already given you some. Both were surprised. Vice of the world. Both individuals have received the blessings of the Chaos Creator and Supreme Deity Rimuru Tempest, receiving resistance, extra skills, parallel processing, thought acceleration x100, regeneration. Chant annulment, all of creation. Lorena has received. Unique skill. Mystic Arts Gil has received unique skill, Battle Arts. Success, Rimuru. Hey, you understand everything with all of creation, right? Lorena. Hi, this is amazing, Gil. Yes, I didn't think something like this was possible. Rimuru. Well, that is the bare minimum to be strong in my world. Anyways, you both have skills that others wouldn't be able to achieve. Heck, I had those because of my unique skill, Great Sage, and you two have as extra skills. Yuna. Oh yeah, you told me about that back then, Rimuru. So you two better work hard, okay? I have high expectations from the both of you. Now then, Lorena, you'll be first, follow my instructions. Lorena did as he stated. Her magic aptitude was all 4 basic elements, then she had ice, nature and spatial. Gil on the other hand had earth attributed with fire as basic elements, he had metal elements and lightning. His battle arts as extra skill including all-seeing eye, something Hakuro once had as a unique. Rimuru. Good, here, have this. Rimuru gave them a card and everything was written in it. The card was mithril, but to Grace and Yuna's surprise it had a dragon symbol. Rimuru. This card is mithril, but the authority is that of Orichalcum. You two will serve as Yuna's subordinates. Then mine, since I can't have any more direct subordinates, so you two have high authority as Yuna's subordinate. Smirk, both were shocked. They also received information about the cards, and the Orichalcum card had high authority. Rimuru. Anyways, use this card if asked by my subordinates, and also identification when necessary, okay? Both nod. Rimuru. Your training will be scheduled. Alright, that is all. Anyways, Diablo. Diablo. Huh? Rimuru. Have their measurements for their uniforms. Diablo. Understood. Shuna. Lorena, let's go, I'll measure you personally. Lorena. Shuna-sama. Shuna. Call me sensei from now on, haha. Lorena. Wait. Yuna. I pray for you, Lorena. Lorena. What do you mean by that? Yuna just avoided her gaze while she felt scared for some reason. Rimuru was having his PTSD when he was still being used as a doll by Shuna. The others just sweat dropped. Gil was smart enough not to anger women and his master's wife, so he only prayed for her safety. Lorena. Help me. Welp, there she goes, Rimuru. So tell me, Gil, your desire for power and strength, what's the reason behind it? Rimuru asked seriously. Gil was hesitant, but he knew he needed someone to talk to. The burden he held so long. Gil. My parents and sister and wife were killed when we were attacked. This scar is the symbol of my weakness at that time. Gil gripped his hand. Rimuru knew what it felt to lose someone, to be weak. He gripped the scar directly in his soul. He felt the empty space which formerly held one of the most important in his heart. The former having 3 souls are now 2 being him and Seal. In the Tenma War, a new entity arises, a second Manas. Gil. So I promised myself, I promised that I will get stronger and reach new heights, but nothing went as planned.
Rimuru. I see. Gil, do you want me to revive them?
This shocked him and surprised Yuna and Grace. Velzard and Shizu merely looked at their tea. They knew. Velzard. He hasn't gotten over that time, huh? Shizu. It was never his fault, but he still holds the scar deep in his soul. There is another reason why Rimuru and the rest got stronger. He didn't just did it for no reason. No one knew what actually happened after peace came. There were more to it. Rimuru lost someone once again, and this time he couldn't bring her back. This time he couldn't do anything but watch as those beings come and kill her right in front of him while they torture her. Her soul was totally obliterated to nothingness. Gil. Sigh. It's true that I have begged the gods and also blamed the gods for their death, but I came to accept it and know they are in a place where they're happy. I don't wish to take that away from them for my own selfishness. Rimuru, hearing this, smiled. Rimuru. I see, but Gil, if that's what you're worried about, then I could just take their souls when they were dying. It wouldn't change anything. I'll just take them before they die and heal them, so in a way they never died. Gil, hearing this, was a bit surprised, but that was something simple for Rimuru. Gil. May I ask why go to such lengths, my lord? Rimuru turned to Yuna and the rest. Only Diablo, Velzard and Shizu knew, so the rest were interested. Rimuru. In my country and world, there is a hidden truth only the most powerful have known, including my closest subordinates. Grace was confused and listened. Rimuru. The peace I've created was once again destroyed by beings that came from the void. Hearing this shocked them. Diablo only gritted his teeth. He witnessed his master despair and rampage. Rimuru. Those bastards. They took her away from me. The venom, hate, anger and fury was felt from his simple words. Grace, Yuna and Diablo's children couldn't believe such anger. They could feel it from the corridor. Rimuru. I was careless and they killed her right in front of me. Rimuru was angry, but they saw his face that was grieving. Rimuru. I rampaged and returned everything back to normal, but I couldn't bring her back. Both her past and future was destroyed. Her soul was completely destroyed. Even my fate with her was erased, and I immediately knew she was gone. They couldn't believe what they heard. Velzard and Shizu knew they couldn't convince him since they have been trying to for the past years. Rimuru. I couldn't cherish her more. I couldn't have the time I've wanted with her anymore. So Gil, tell me, do you wish to see them again? Gil was only looked at Rimuru, and he knew this man went through more than anything he could ever face. He knew Rimuru was just giving him the chance he could never have with his beloved. Gil. I see, then my lord, I ask of you, please save them. Tears dropped from his face. Rimuru didn't say anymore and stands up from his seat. He stretched out his hand and a magic circle appeared. He then manipulated time. Slowly but surely 4 silhouettes appeared, and Gil knew who they were. Rimuru has healed them while leaving a body in the original time. Gil immediately ran towards them, then hugged them, his tears running down. Rimuru didn't say anything and left the room. The others followed him. But before he could leave, Gil. Thank you. Rimuru didn't say anything and left. Rimuru. Enjoy the moments I could never have. The others just smiled. Damn you, Rimuru Tempest. I'll kill you. The worm-like entity angrily thought as it tried to take over the system of the world. Kakeke, I'll take everything you have ever loved and cherished, just like that damn woman. Ahahahaha. To be continued.